Good afternoon, morning, or evening. I'm the Mainly Digger, and this video is about flying my drone. Most videos, winter videos are. Anyway, I went to the old Goodwill Hinckley property, now the KBCC property, and I flew my drone. Not as long as I wanted to, because I then crashed the drone and broke a couple of the propellers. That's all, thank goodness. Easy fix. But what I learned is how to track a downed drone. I just got lost, a little bit lost, and it was fun though. Like I learned how to do it out of necessity, which is good. I was trying to learn how to track an object, and I did, and it worked well. It worked well. I need to learn how to properly do it. Best way to say it. And anyway, so here's a couple videos, or here's a video, and it was cold, mainly dig out. So I had to go search for my drone, and I found it. It's thankfully it was on the map. You just gotta follow the directions. I didn't follow directions. It made it a little bit more difficult, and then I saw the map and I was like, oh, there's my home point, and there's a line going directly to a certain spot. That's where I should be walking spot. Anyway, so that is the drone. Broke off a wing, or broke off a propeller. Broke both sides of. So what happened is I lost my drone, or the drone went down and I couldn't find it. I freaked out. Like I didn't freak out, but I was not, I had a good moment where I was like, oh man, oh no. And I walked around for a good 10 minutes looking, because that seemed useful at the time. And then I realized that there's, in the app and in the drone itself, there's a GPS system that has multiple different uses. And there's a map that would lead me to where the drone was. And I felt really stupid for freaking out. So for those who are like me, if you lose a drone, you're gonna freak. They have that tiny that moment of, oh my God. There's a solution. There's not just a solution. It's a kind of a cure. There's a map that will show you exactly where the drone is. As long as the drone is on, it will show you. And usually it's, if you're flying the drone, you already have this map in the left corner. And I just have to get a better view. I have the camera image in the left corner versus the map. So if you look, well, not in this one so much, not in this map, because it's not fully connected. I'm in my house right now. You can tell by the image on the left that's a cardboard box. Anyway, where the drone is and your home point that you set, or is automatically set, there is a direct line that is drawn from the home point to your drone, to your drone. Or there's a direct line, and it's green. It's not shown in this photo, but it's a direct line between your home point that you set, or is automatically set, to your drone. The blue spot is where the drone is. The red triangle or pointer that's you can kind of see it's on top of each other, because that's pretty much, I'm close to my drone right now, is the person, or is the icon that is designated for the operator. So to kind of give you a better idea, I'm walking around, I'm outside right now, it's snowing, snow day. Anyway, walking around my house, and the red triangle or pointer is myself, and the blue is the drone. This is more of me just walking around. I just wanted to say that if you're like me and you have that good 10-second freak out after you lose your drone, understand, especially if you're a beginner, that DJI and other companies have a fail-safe for pretty much everything. You just got to calm down, look at your app, understand your app. I'll always understand the app and the drone before you use it, and go through the steps. What do I have? What happens if this happens? Read this, look at that, start the steps. And there's all DJI has a fail safe, and like I said, other companies have fail safes for different issues, because drones aren't a new thing. They've been around for over a decade, so they know what happens. They know how people react, and it's just cool to me. That's something, like, if I spend the money on something, this is what I expect to have, or to have come with it. So, quick tail of the tape. You can see this is my flight record or flight log. I didn't go that much further before I crashed, and I'll explain that. It's so I have an hour and 23 minutes and total distance of 9,118 feet, and 22 total flights. Still an amateur. Max takeoff altitude is 458 feet, or 458.1 feet. Top speed is 22.4 miles per hour. And distance of 2,332 feet, which is pretty good. I started off and my home point was automatically set. Clearly this photo or satellite image was taken at another time. There's more white on the ground than shows in this photo. But after I took off, I flew the drone up to this point and I took 2 pictures. Actually, I took 3 pictures. And but I wanted to play with the pictures a little bit, the picture settings. So I turned the settings on to outdoor or scenic photo, whatever. I'll just call it outdoor setting, and to make it look nice, and raw. Both the photos are raw. In this photo, or in these satellite images, you don't really see the power lines. There are power lines there, and you'll see it in the video. So I take the 2 pictures, and I'm deciding what I want to do, where I want to go. So I push forward, and I decide to go where I've metal detected before and get a couple shots of that, a couple videos. And you can see that right here. Kind of start getting into trouble a little bit, so I start moving away. Then bam, I lose GPS signal and it crashes. Not really crashes. It was already on the ground. Like, I could see it losing GPS signal. I was starting to freak out. That's what was happening. So I was gonna land it, and then I lost GPS signal and it crashed itself, or landed itself, not very gracefully. So you can see the flight time is at 8 minutes and 41 seconds. And yeah, that was not a good time.